What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Jarritos collaboration with Nike SB on this Dunk Low Pro Quick Strike. To me, this was a pretty unexpected collaboration, with Nike SB joining forces with the iconic Mexican soda or soft drink brand Jarritos, releasing this very special Nike SB Dunk Low. So this pair released first in skate shops on May 6th, and then they released through the Nike Sneakers app on May 10th. And the retail price for this shoe was $130 US or $170 here in Canada, and the official colorway for this shoe is Phantom, Safety Orange, and Malachite. So like I just mentioned, Jarritos is a very iconic brand of soda, soft drinks, or pop depending on where you're from. And the way they've collaborated with Nike SB on this dunk, I think it was executed very creatively, very tastefully. And I'll show you throughout this review, there's so many little details that really makes this shoe stand out and feel very, very special. First things first though, here's a quick look at the box. So we're now in the sale box era of Nike SB. So we have this cream colored cardboard in the shiny finish and Nike SB on the very top in gray. As for the shoe itself, so taking a deep dive into the details, starting things off on the toe box, this is covered in this slightly off-white leather, which feels like a soft flat suede or nubuck to the touch. So just like any other dunk, we have these perforations on the toe box, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have this very thick canvas overlay, which is done in this tan color. And fun fact, these canvas overlays can actually be torn off or removed, revealing a layer of orange underneath, so it gives you the opportunity to really be creative and cut up the shoe to really make it look like your own. But for me, I honestly love how it looks with this canvas overlay, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. And if you're wondering why canvas, well, this is actually a nod to Jarritos' history and the fact that they used canvas bags to gather the fruit, which then created the flavors of their soft drinks. So it's pretty dope how they infused a bit of history of the brand and executed seamlessly onto the design of this dunk. So moving downwards, you can see we have more of this canvas covering the eye stays of the shoe, and the eyelets themselves are reinforced and covered in this circular stitching on the edges. Beneath this on the mid panel, we have more of that suede-like leather, and then overlaid on top of this, we have this textile swoosh, which is done in this green and white combination, and this outer layer of the swoosh can also be cut away and removed, exposing another layer of orange underneath. Moving downwards, you can see we have more of that canvas material, which covers the bottom of the heel, and then embroidered on the lateral side of the heel, we have the Jarritos jug, which looks like they're pouring out their signature drink onto the midsole of the shoe, which I thought was very creative and very well done. And fun fact, Jarritos actually translates to little jug. And then on the back of the shoe, we have more of that leather, and then embroidered on the very top, we have Jarritos branding on the right foot and Nike branding found on the left foot. In terms of laces, so these come with 4 different lace options. The standard default lace is a oval shaped lace in white, but they also give you these thin rope style laces in green, along with a very vibrant, very bold orange colored oval lace, and a slightly off-white colored oval lace as well. Underneath this, we have your traditional padded Nike SB tongue, and this is also covered in this canvas-like material, but the weave of this canvas isn't as thick and aggressive looking as the canvas found on the exterior of the shoe. And on the very top of the tongue, we have this tag featuring both Jarritos and Nike SB co-branding. The interior of the shoe is lined in what feels like a synthetic suede material, which gives it a very soft and almost cozy feel to the touch. And this being a Nike SB Dunk Low Pro version, we have this additional padding which is found surrounding the back Achilles area of the shoe. And then moving on to the insoles, so these come with these custom branded insoles, featuring once again Nike SB and Jarritos co-branding, and we have all these different soda flavors found throughout the insole itself. And this being a Nike SB release, of course we do have a Zoom Air unit underneath the heel, which helps with impact protection and shock absorption. So the upper of the dunk sits atop this solid rubber cup sole, and we have this bold and vibrant contrast orange colored stitching, which runs across the upper portion of the midsole. And then finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, this is your standard Dunk Low Pro outsole, and this is constructed primarily in this green colored rubber. We still have that circular pivot point on the forefoot, and you can see we have this orange colored rubber which cuts across the forefoot, and then in the middle of the outsole, we have this exposed foam, and this is also done in that vibrant orange, and it features Nike SB branding debossed in the center. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like most of my other Nike SB Dunk Lows, so I personally prefer to go up a half size. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and because my feet are a little bit wider, I find that historically Nike SB Dunk Lows fit a little bit snug, due in part because there is more padding in the tongue and around this back Achilles area of the shoe as well. So getting these in a size 10.5, I thought they fit me very comfortably. If you like more of a snug one-to-one fit, and especially if you have a narrow or a normal width foot, you could definitely get away with sticking true to size. But for me and for all my other wide footers out there, I think going up a half size just gives you more comfort. There's not as much squeeze around this toe box area, but it all comes down to personal preference. So whatever size you normally wear for the Nike SB Dunk Low, I'd stick with that same size for this pair. Moving on to the comfort, so unfortunately, Nike SB Dunk Lows aren't that comfortable of a shoe. These are meant to be skated in, so the design of the shoe definitely had performance in mind. So with that said, it feels much flatter, more low to the ground and stiff, and the foam layer within the shoe is also thinner than a normal Nike sportswear dunk, which gives you more board feel and more ground feel. So from a comfort standpoint, it's going to feel a bit more stiff and firm, and even though there's zoom air in the heel, you honestly can't feel it too much. But for an everyday casual use shoe, I think these will be okay. I just wouldn't necessarily want to walk in these for many hours in a day, or if I'm going to be on my feet for hours and hours on end, a Nike SB Dunk Low probably wouldn't be my first choice. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality, I thought it was excellent. The leathers, the canvas, everything used on this shoe really felt like it was more of a premium product compared to a mass-produced general release. And I thought the build and the craftsmanship on this pair was pretty solid as well. I thought the stitch job was good, the panels were cut in place consistently, and honestly, I really had no complaints about the pair that I got in hand, and I was very pleased with how these turned out. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, from both a material choice perspective as well as a colorway perspective, I think Nike SB definitely knocked this pair out of the park. This, as of right now, is one of my favorite sneaker releases of the year, and I think this is a great example of how Nike SB can collaborate with a brand that's kind of from left field, can really work together to create this amazingly designed shoe without feeling tacky and being too in your face. So I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about the look, the design, the material choices on this Jarritos collaboration with Nike SB? And for anyone watching, did you also manage to pick up a pair of these? Did you take an L and pay resale for them? Or did you just pass on them altogether? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esgo8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully I helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.